So we're looking at CAT 19 paper slot 1. This is the fourth set of DLI, mainly based on graph. A lot of data. The one way is obviously you can put the data on a graph, but you should always try to make out can I solve it without putting the data on the table, because it's a lot of time to just put all the data. Even if you put all the data, try to put it approximately, because finding out the exact value for each will be a little difficult. Anyway, let's try to solve it, and we'll try to solve it without putting a pen, just approximately trying to figure out what could be the answers. On which aspect the customer's median score of the 5 vendors the least. So for example, in reliability, the median score is here, the middle value, the 5 values which are here, the middle value is, I can pinpoint out here. So just glance through it approximately. So I've got reliability as something around 50. If I look at median value, outreach is higher. For quality is higher. Without even calculating, I can make out it's higher. It's outside. Okay, it's not on the inside, it's quite outside. Middle value is higher. For even for features, it's higher. For customer service is inside. So let's look at customer service. What is it's 50 approximately. Okay, and then for again for cost is high. So I can see reliability and customer service is low. Rest all is slightly higher than these two. So we have shortlisted these two options. Now try to find out. Now if you look at for reliability, the value is slightly more than 50, and for customer service it is 50. So we can directly mark customer service, A option, without calculating, without putting the numbers. So if I look at it, I just checked out reliabilities around 50, and I looked at all the data whether they are close to 50, outside 50. I look at the data outside, the middle value is outside. The middle value is on the outside, not closer to the center. Because the middle value is on the outside, not closer to center. The only thing which is closer to center is here middle value. So from that I can compare these two values. Once I shortlist two values, I have to only solve for two values. I get the answer. If you try to calculate for everything, it takes a longer time to solve. It makes sense to shortlist and then work on. But yes, you should be good at shortlisting. But it's not difficult if you learn how to look at the data. The vendor's final score is the average of their scores in all the 6 aspects. Which vendor has the highest final score? So that means I'm looking at data and seeing which high, trying to again find out. Instead of adding everything, let me see can I eliminate some option. So black is very prominent, yellow is very prominent. But I'll eliminate yellow because yellow is very close to the center. This is almost very small, 25, which will bring down the average to a lot of extent. And if I compare yellow and the black is more outside and yellow is more inside. Look at this value is very small, this value is smallest. The three criteria where they are very small. So I can eliminate vendor 4 directly. So now let's look at vendor 3 and the blue line. If you look at blue line is always inside the black line, except for two places, it's always inside. So I can again eliminate vendor 5, because if it's inside, it's closer to 0. So the value will be smaller. So I can eliminate vendor 5. Right now, when we come back, I can clearly see the brown line which is there, which represents vendor 2 is inside the black line. Again, I can rule that out. Last is vendor 1. Vendor 1, there are 3 points outside black line and 3 points inside black line. But if you look at the gap between points inside the black line is higher. Okay, gap between the points inside the black line is higher. But outside is just outside. Look here, just outside. Here it is just outside. Here also there is a gap, small gap, which is there. But you can make out that black line will be more than the vendor 1 line. So you can make out that vendor 3 will be the highest value. If you want, you can calculate. As I said, I can eliminate 3 options directly. One is brown line is inside the black line, so ruled out. Even blue line is inside the black line. Only for 2 points, everywhere else is inside the black line, so ruled out. Yellow, 3 values are minimum and very close to 0, so you can rule that out. So only possible options are black and red. Now look at the gaps. So if you look at the black line in reliability is much more than the vendor 1 line, right? Same way with cost. It's more than 1 at least, more than 10 at least. And same way with features. It's almost 20 gap or 15 gap. So 15 gap out here, 15 gap for features. If I put it, if I want to calculate it, need not normally calculate, but if I want to calculate it, the gap is 15 for features, approximately 20 for reliability, and approximately maybe 15 for cost. Right? This is maybe yeah, 15. So almost 50. Whereas how much is red line? Here it is 20, 15 red line is bigger. Okay, red line is 15 bigger. In other places, this is only 5 bigger. Here it is 10 bigger. So almost only 35. So you can make out black is bigger. This is one way to calculate. Without putting the data, I don't want to put the data and waste my time. I want to get the answer as quick as possible. And this is, if you do this practice, it is quite accurate. Do we tend to calculate, but calculation sometimes is a waste of time. List the vendors who are among the top scorers on a maximum number of aspects. So I'll start with black. Black is top 2 in how much? It's top 2 in cost, it's top 2 in reliability. That's it, 2 features. So black means vendor 3 is in 2 features, it's top 2. So I will look at else, look at vendor 1. Vendor 1 is not same as vendor 3. So if vendor 1 has to be the answer, it has to be more than 2. So let me check for vendor 1, how many it is more. If I look at vendor 1, reach is higher, 1. Quality is higher, 2 means top 2. And here even customer service higher, 3. So for 3 values, vendor 1 is higher. Now I'm left with vendor 2 and vendor 5, either of the two. So one of the two, you can calculate one and you can figure out the other one will be the answer if that doesn't figure out. For example, if I look at vendor 2, cost, it's there definitely, top 2, right? And it is there in quality, only in 2 aspects. So vendor 2 will not be the answer. Vendor 5 should be the answer. So B option. If you want, you can confirm for vendor 5, blue line. It is therefore reliability 1, reach 2nd, and features 3. So for 3 features, yes. So B is the answer. So I checked for 1. Actually, I should not have started with vendor 3. My mistake was never start with a value which is there only in 1. Always start with a value which is there in 2. So I should have started with vendor 1 or vendor 5, because both vendor 5 and vendor 1 are there in 2 values. So with that, if that doesn't work out, 2 options directly is eliminated. And then you can work on the others. That's how you normally work on. So start with vendor 1 or vendor 5, because they're in 2 options. And if that doesn't work out, 2 options is eliminated, then you can focus on the other 2. That's how. It's a skill in terms of knowing what to start and where to start with. List all the vendors who are among the top 3 vendors in all 6 aspects. I will only check for vendor 1 and vendor 3. That's the only option. So if you look at vendor 1 is there in top 3 in all aspects, let's check out. So it is there in cost, yes, it's there in reliability, there in reach, there in quality, but it's not there in features, vendor 1. So vendor 1 is ruled out. Let's look at vendor 3. Is there in cost, reliability, reach is top 3, quality is top 3, features is top 3, customer service is top 3. Yes. So vendor 3 is the answer. So you get the answer quickly purely because not writing. If I had sat down and wrote all the answers down, I would have taken much more time. And what I've seen from my experience is when you write a lot, you tend to make a silly mistake. You make a lot of silly mistakes and therefore you go wrong. So if you look at my exam score in the CAT 19, I almost solved all the questions, maybe one of I went wrong. I had a 93 score, which is, and I have to go fast and I have to be accurate. The more you write, the more you become slow and the lesser marks you get. So it's important that you be very systematic while you go about and write less. Now, logic you have to write systematically. But in DI, try to look at the data and try to figure out the answer. It helps to shortlist options and get the answer quickly. Thank you.